Hi, my name's Ben, and if you're a subscriber to the YouTube channel, thank you. If you're new, you've probably come here to find out about my work with Construct 2. This is the original version of the game. A lot has changed since then. This video is very old, and it's had pretty much a complete revamp. This is the new version now. So the art's gotten a complete overhaul. The character's animation is all done with Toon Boom Animate Pro 3. I've used a skeletal animation system. You're going to see like the cape and all that popping out. That's all, just bug things, work in progress stuff. But I have a new animation system with starting animations and looping animations and stopping animations. I'm pretty happy with how that looks so far. There's still plenty to go. Jump animations are in there. But I'm a much more visual person, so rather than try and explain with words what this game is, I thought I'd kind of go through it with my sketch pad and kind of break down what it is I'm trying to do. So my original intention was to make kind of an arcadey 90s throwback in the vein of Choplifter, but instead of using helicopters, I wanted to use superheroes rescuing citizens. So I designed this character to be kind of square and stocky and to look good when it was kind of in a retro theme. And I wanted him to be in stark contrast to, a classic superhero with, the broad chest and long legs and muscles. And I wanted a more square, powerful, almost cartoony look for the character. So I went with that for a long time and was hand drawing all the animation. It was taking forever, but it was kind of working. But the problem with the original design was that when the player flies down, the legs are small and they're stubby and they look stupid. So it wasn't working, and it got to the point where I started thinking to myself, like, if I had to redo this, what was I really having to redo? And I decided to go with a skeletal animation system because I could reuse animation assets. I could kind of speed up my workflow because I have a lot of variations on the same things that I wanted to do. So I redesigned my character. I wanted to get away from the classic kind of Superman sort of look that I have the last one. So I took a lot of bad pictures of myself and I just sketched it out, a different character. And I wanted to go with kind of a like a Knights of the Round Table kind of motif. So I put the armor, but not complete armor, and wanted to kind of blend in some of that retro superhero aesthetic. So that's where that version came from. So after you have that, So it's important to me that it's not an empty city, that there are civilians and civilians that react and things like that. And like I said with Choplifter before, I think it's important that you're rescuing citizens and you're getting them safe outside of the combat that I really want in the game there. So you'd have like a citizen falling, and then you would swoop in from the side and catch them, and then depending on how hurt they are, you would carry them off to where they need to be. If they needed to go to a hospital, or if you just wanted to get them to safety, that sort of thing. Much in the same way that it would work with criminals. You would have somebody robbing a bank and shooting at you, and you would capture these people, and you would apprehend and either take them to a police officer waiting on the side of the road, or you would fly them off to prison where they would be taken care of. But there are situations where I'd really want kind of events to happen, where there'd be an explosion or some kind of large-scale attack, and you'd have civilians that would get hurt and be there, and they would have icons showing their level of pain or exactly what they needed. And in those situations, I like the idea of maybe going and instead of carrying groups of individual civilians who were hurt, to go and find just an EMT or somebody from the hospital and carrying them to the situation and letting them help with these groups of people while you go off and fight enemies. I'm playing with some, enemies and robot designs and supervillains and that sort of thing now. So that's something I wanted to play around with, and have fun with. But, I wanted the lifting mechanics and the carrying of different things are really important to me. I want to show power and maybe being able to load people into a school bus and get them to safety, or you throwing a car at a villain to try and slow them down. So the different variations on the animation is why I'm kind of going with the skeletal animation system. I'm also using Spriter with Construct 2 for all of my civilians, so I can build variation and that sort of thing. So the plan is, you're out protecting a city, you're patrolling the city, you go up into the air and you listen and you wait for crime to happen and you go and stop it. And if it's something bigger like an alien invasion or something along those lines, there'll be a news report that pops up and it'll fly in at the corner of the screen. Kind of think of Smash TV, because that's kind of the look I'm wanting to go for. And that'll kind of tell you the situation, and you go down and you help people and you apprehend criminals and you fight the bad guys. And that is the direction I'm taking it. So if you like this or you'd like to learn more, I'm going to do a lot more of these. I'm going to show how I'm doing it in Construct 2, how I'm building my animations in Spriter. So if you liked this, please like and subscribe and share the video. Also, if you have any questions, please, you can contact me at Need Your Disease on Twitter, on Facebook, pretty much everywhere. And you can even in the comments leave questions and I'll try to answer them. So thank you again for stopping by, and I hope to hear from you. Bye.